Images of coffins upon coffins as a grieving nation is told the death toll will inevitably rise after a devastating bridge collapse this week in the northern Italian city of Genoa. Dozens of people are still believed trapped inside the ruins. Coffins carrying some of the victims who were on the bridge when it gave way during stormy weather on Tuesday were laid out in a hospital chapel today. Greeting relatives stood in silence and wiped away tears, while worried relatives who haven't heard from their loved ones hold out hope rescue teams combing through the destruction will find survivors.
We have no signs of life currently.
The regional fire chief says search operations will end when they are sure nobody is under the rubble, but he says previous cries for help have stopped. Meanwhile, the European Union is dismissing suggestions that its budget restraints prevented Italy from spending enough to keep its infrastructure safe.
Over the 2014-2020 period, Italy is set to receive around €2.5 billion under European structural and investment funds for investments in network infrastructures, such as roads or rail.
A spokesperson for the European Commission says Italy was getting billions from EU coffers to improve its infrastructure. He says in April the Commission also cleared an investment plan that would enable some €8.5 billion to go towards Italian motorways. At the disaster scene yesterday, Italian politicians blamed the highway operator for the tragedy, while Italy's prime minister declared a state of emergency covering the region around Genoa. Italian authorities have evacuated hundreds of Genoa residents who live close to the rubble of jagged steel and concrete, with no clear idea of when or if they'll be allowed back into their homes. Officials have confirmed at least 36 people died in the collapse. A state funeral will take place in Genoa on Saturday.